Hi everyone, this is Kat of Catalyst Holistic Life Coaching, bringing your life in alignment with you. I'm here today to do your weekly guidance reading for the week of August 10th through the 16th. So we are moving quickly through August already. We just had a Lionsgate portal happening on the 8th. Where we aligned with the star Sirius. This star Sirius rises in the sky. And so we may have been feeling some kind of after effects, the shifts in energy, especially being in Leo. There just could be a lot of expression and mixed feelings kind of going on. So if you were kind of sitting around wondering what's been going on the last couple days, that could have something to do with it. And it'll just kind of be continuing on throughout the rest of the year. And following last week from the full moon in Aquarius, we're just kind of, I feel like we're kind of in this midpoint of getting to the next season, which is going to be fall, and things are going to be shifting again come September, where we will be having lots of planets going direct, and we'll be moving in through Virgo and Libra as well. And, who knows what the fall kind of has in store for us. We're kind of just slowly going on this trajectory of navigating this situation and what's going on in the world. So I think we're all still really delving kind of deeply into how we are going to integrate and learn all of this stuff. We have a lot still coming up in each and every one of us. So this might be a kind of long reading today. We have quite a few cards. This week I'm using the Spirit Song Tarot. And we have your animals, your crystal, herb, and all that jazz. If you haven't been here before, thank you for coming in and watching my video. Even though I say this at a certain date, this is also timeless, so whenever you are happening upon this, this is maybe when you need to hear this, because sometimes these energetic shifts happen on different timelines for different people. So you are exactly where you need to be. And this is just a general reading for the collective, so it may or may not resonate with you today, but just be open to interpreting your own messages. Maybe there will be symbols or synchronicities that will pop out to you. So wherever you are at, taking a deep breath and just taking a moment to actually ground into the reading and be open to receiving. So as I was doing the meditation today with the cards, it was very brief imagery, but the first thing that came through was the symbol of an Ankh. If you haven't seen an Ankh, it looks very similar to a cross. It was predominantly seen in Egyptian times, but it has the kind of cross, except at the top it's got more of a loop. And this is believed of like anking energy through yourself, like connecting through spirit and then recirculating it back into yourself. So that it's kind of more of the imagery that we are connected with spirit. We are constantly like circling through ourselves, and we have these different points. And it was kind of smoky as well. And kind of continued into that Egyptian imagery. I saw an archer pulling back his arrow, and he shot it through the 3 stars of Orion, which Orion has to do with the hunter, the archer. But the 3 stars specifically in Orion's belt actually line up with the 3 pyramids of Giza. And I feel like this is speaking on this activation of the Lionsgate portal, the Sirius Stargate, because the Sphinx and everything also lines up with Leo at this time, and Sirius coming into the sky. I feel like it's really tying into this message. So I feel like this is really saying to pay attention to what's happening around this time, what's coming up for you. And something I kind of saw with the arrow was Don't be afraid to really like reach for the stars. Like really get your message out there. If there's something that maybe you have been putting off, like getting out there, or something that is being held back, it's time to kind of let that go and go out into the universe, whether it's something you've been trying to align with or ask for, maybe a situation that you need to let go of, however that resonates for you. This, I felt like, was speaking on that part of finally releasing it and allowing the universe to take it over and trusting in that process. Okay, so let's get into the cards and see what they have to say in correlation to this. So starting with our tarot, the first card we have is the Seven of Shells in the reverse, Lobster Spirit, also Seven of Cups, choice and ambitions. So with it being in the reverse, this can be a couple of different things. Maybe a hesitation, because you do have all these options around you. You have, things, and there's different colors. There's ones that are more bland. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? And you could be just all around trying to avoid making this decision. You maybe are looking at one thing a certain way when really it's kind of another. So you may not be making a decision based off of truth. Like maybe you're just doing something, making this choice to impress somebody else, and it's not speaking from the heart. Or this could be like a decision has been made. And so I feel like, yeah, that tension, that release of the arrow going out into the sky, like that could also be talking about going in a direction, going, follow the arrow, follow the compass. You are hearing this call and you are ready to make this decision. So let's keep diving into it to see what comes up. Okay. So next we have the Three of Crystals in the reverse, or also the Bumblebee Spirit, collaboration and productivity. So with it being in the reverse, I see this as kind of co-creating with yourself. That could have been why there's this resistance, because this is a kind of self-journey, a self-choice. You're needing to kind of go off on your own, and you feel kind of outcasted because of it, and that's why you were resisting this choice, because you knew it was going to kind of lead you away from the hive. You're kind of getting out of the hive mind. You're not letting other people's influences really like make your decisions for you. You are deciding, I'm going to go my own way. I'm going to follow my own path. And this could also be saying, trusting also that you are not alone. You do have spirit to co-create with. So don't be discouraged, by choosing this direction. Don't be, feel like you made the wrong decision, or feel like, non-productive, getting in a more destructive mode. Like keep building, keep creating, keep doing whatever it is that is connecting you to this decision in the first place. Keep blazing your own trail and know that there is something that is co-creating with you, even if it seems like you're alone at this point. Because we have the Five of Acorns. I believe this looks like leopard spirit. So Five of Acorns, challenge and growth. We have had, like, fives represent like the first kind of obstacle that we run into on the journey, whatever suit there is. And so there's this first challenge. You're being confronted. You're having to stand up for what you believe in. You're having to, you're kind of fighting in all these directions, and you're really tired of having to kind of put up your defenses all the time. But this decision could have led you away from maybe people close to you that just were not agreeing with you, that it was just nobody could see eye to eye. There was really scattered energy going on. Nobody was working together. Everybody was kind of out for themselves. And so this is challenging for your own personal growth. This is meant for you to really stand your ground, kind of find that inner like lion energy. We have more of this big cat energy of just confidence and pride in ourselves, and even if it maybe doesn't make sense right now, trusting that this is a part of your growing process. This is a part of how you build your life the way that you want to. And I could see this also, another message I'm seeing here for some of you is that maybe you had your hand in too many things and it was starting to get overwhelming. And you were kind of sacrificing, like you were doing all the work and nobody was really reciprocating this back. And so you're finally seeing it for what it is. You are finally, putting in your opinion, you're speaking your mind and challenging what it is that you know. Okay. All right. So let's move into our animal spirit guides. We've got 3 of them. So the first one we have is scarab beetle spirit. I love this one. I see this one very often. Number 52 reduces to 7. Sometimes that can matter to people, so I like to tell those. So magic works through you. So again, that kind of trusting in the co-creation, that there is someone guiding you, there is something to create with, the universe responds. But your environment also responds to you, like whatever energy you put out is reciprocated back. It's just the way that Murphy's Law works. Like every action has a reaction. So trusting in your own powers, trusting in this path that you're choosing for yourself, and that there can be miracles that can happen because you have your own magic. You don't have to fall in line and just be another worker bee. For some of you, this could be a career change where you felt super unappreciated. For some of you, this could be like a family or relationship dynamic where you were just doing all the work, you were being walked all over, and someone was not appreciating your value. They were not doing as much work as you were. They were not collaborating. They were just letting you kind of do all the deeper work, doing all the building, taking care of everything. Maybe even being financially dependent on you for some of you, that might be coming through. And so that left you in a place of not being able to really make decisions because you felt like people were depending on you so much that you couldn't make choices for yourself. But this is where you're kind of laying down like, no, like this is taking advantage of me. And so just remember why you're making this choice in the first place, always coming back to your why, and trusting in the magic, trusting that you have so much more power than, like, you deserve as much as you give into the world is what's coming through. You deserve to have people or situations in your life that are giving back to you just as much as you are giving into it. Okay. All right. So second animal card, we have giraffe spirit in protection, seeing the big picture. So with him being in the protection, this could be saying, looking at things from a different perspective, since we are going in a new direction. We're resisting that choice because we don't really know what's going to happen. We don't really know which path we're going to step on. And this could be warning against that, like, challenging energy, like with fighting everything. maybe looking at how these people are being triggered and what they are reflecting back to you, seeing everything together as a whole. This is also 29, so 11. Seeing how the whole story intertwines. There may be more than meets the eye. So being willing to look at it at all angles, like there could be more than one truth here going on, acknowledging, and validating other people, how they feel, but also standing up for your truth and your values and your growth, because you do deserve that. But being compassionate and seeing how it's all tying together, what the whole main message is from this experience. Interesting. So we've got the bee spirit again. So bees may really be popping up for you this week, or be something that has already been popping up for you. So sweet results await. I think we had this guy last week too. So putting in your own work, being focused, staying grounded in your choices, facing up to the challenge, not running away from it, not avoiding the decision, because this is something that's gonna, happen, and you can choose to actively participate in it, or be a victim of it. But that's what's gonna be your big change for growth when you finally kind of stick up for yourself, put in the fight, and see the challenge for what it is. See, this could be getting around like negative thought patterns too, where the challenge does come up. See what your automatic story is. See why you want to run away from it. Why does it make you uncomfortable? And then coming out the other side, knowing that there's something sweeter on the other side. And because you're working through your own magic, like this is going to be something that you earned for yourself, and it's only for you. It's not for others. It's not fitting into some other narrative. Like this is your calling. This is, you finding your tribe, you finding your place in the world, and you reaping the rewards for the work that you've done, because you're doing this work for yourself. You're not doing it for other people anymore or situations. Okay. All right. So moving into our crystal that can aid us in healing for the week, we have Apophyllite of astral travel. So paying attention to your dreams. I think this is something that's really saying. Acknowledging your dreams as well. This being on the green ray as well as the white ray. Like this is very like crown chakra, heart chakra kind of energy. So staying connected with your magic. And this is, Spirit is saying like there is a lot going on for you. Don't look at this as like a punishment. Look at this as what it is teaching you and how it is pushing your spiritual growth. With it talking about astral travel too, you could be wanting to get more practice into, astral, like projection, dreaming, writing your dreams down, really putting it out into the world. That could be that arrow shooting out where you're taking on more spiritual practices, connecting with what's important to you. So pay attention to your dreams this week. See what they're trying to say. What these could be bringing up, like fears from the subconscious. There could be messages that are waiting for you. So however that resonates for you this week. Okay. So an herb that we can work with this week that will aid in the healing is the 4 of water, or mint leaves. So yeah, with this kind of fiery energy going on of the 5 of acorns, also the 5 of wands, That is fire potent. There could be really pent up energies. Everybody's fighting, not agreeing with anything. And especially being in the Pitta season of Ayurveda, the midsummer, coming towards the end of summer, we're feeling that intense fieriness, and it could be really aggravated right now. And so mint is great for not only cooling like the entire system, it's a great iced tea, it's amazing, but it's also mental clarity, and is able to bring you back to a calm state. Even just like smelling the oil, rubbing it on our temples, it can bring us back to this place of like calm. And also speaking on the Four of Water or the Four of Cups, there is this offering from Spirit coming through, because this can sometimes speak on a matter of indifference, or again, kind of like not seeing what's really being offered to us, just kind of looking at things with surface value, when there's this really big opportunity to kind of take this step towards something more divine. And that can be these choices too, these options, again, with the cups. So making sure that you are being true to yourself and seeing things as they really are. We've got another 7 here too. I forgot to mention that. Sevens, yeah, lots of sevens. 7, 11, 7. So 7 or 11 could be really popping up for you this week. So yeah, mint is great for that. Okay. So moving into our Work Your Light Oracle cards. So we have 2 of them this week. The first one we've got is Birthing a New Age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. So yeah, again, the magic and seeing the big picture, not just thinking small anymore, not settling for anything less than what we deserve or what we want to see in our lives. We are creating something new, and we are going to have amazing results because of it. And it's going to be even better because this is our own work. This is our own energy that we are putting into it. So dream big. Nothing is too crazy. Nothing is out of this world. And believing in the magic too. Like maybe people look down on you, think you're ridiculous. Think you're crazy for whatever you're wanting to try to do. You're stepping outside the norm. This is saying, like, believe in that magic. Don't be afraid to dream this new world into being for yourself. Okay, and then here's some of that Egyptian imagery, the Age of Light. Okay, you've been training for this for lifetimes. So that little nudge that you're feeling, whether you believe in past lives, like reincarnation, anything like that, maybe just tying into your ancestors, like feeling your purpose. You are feeling this divine calling, like you are meant for bigger things. You are this light being, and you are not meant to fit into the mold of everything, is what I'm seeing with this bee spirit in reverse too. You're not meant to just stay in this like small little container. Like, you are a visionary. You know the potential. You have felt it, and you have experienced it for yourself. Like, there is so much more to life, like in the astral realms, than just what we see in the physical. And so you're here to do that purpose. You are here to create and birth something new. So don't don't doubt that you are meant for bigger things. If you are feeling the push towards reaching for the stars, shooting kind of out there, just putting your faith in the universe, like, don't be afraid to do it. Okay? All right, so our last card is our Wild Offering. And we've been getting this for a couple weeks now, so just a reminder, of being enough. The innermost heart says you are enough, nowhere to go, nothing to get, nothing to change, no need to grow more deserving. You, yes, you are love. So something else I'm seeing with this is these ideas or these structures that people have projected onto you is what's kind of falling apart. Like you're looking at all of these parts that are kind of thrown at you. People are telling you who you are or who you need to be. And you're just saying enough, like, because that's not me. Like, I don't have to be anything other than myself. And sometimes that's even hard for us to settle into, because we feel like we have to do a lot. And I do see in this, like, there's not a whole lot of action taking. Like, there is that change of like going in this direction, but really you're just doing that deep inner work, okay? And loving yourself, getting back in touch with your magic, your passions, what it is that you're doing. So this is a really healing week. So just trusting whatever is coming up, like it's enough. Everything is valid. You don't have to try to change or alter yourself. There's nothing wrong with you. Just sitting in the experience, like being with your dreams. If you do start to feel bouts of like anger or depression, that's where the mint can really come in and help sort of enliven things. There's also a blue jay in here. That could be some important imagery for you. And then these leaves are oak leaves. Okay. Yes. Really awesome. Yeah, I feel this kind of just like, it's this interesting feeling of like, wow, like realizing just like, why have I not looked at myself in this way the whole time? Like what, you hear all these stories of just like, be yourself, like don't be afraid to be yourself. And it's finally like clicking for some of you where you're just like, wow, I'm kind of actually a badass, and I don't know why I was trying for this like so hard, like, or why I felt guilty for just being me or being unique, being different, wanting to do things differently, because maybe some of you felt like really outcasted because of this. And so this is just, confirming, embrace your uniqueness, embrace your weirdness, following the energy from the full moon in Aquarius, which is all about showing the world the real you, the rebellious energy, the humanitarian. Like, even though they're detached from these like earthly ideas, they're also extremely concerned about what happens in humanity. They're extremely compassionate. So yeah, that feels like just, a really great energy moving forward. So as you start to shift your trajectory, you're kind of waiting, you're loosing that arrow back. You're like, I'm ready to go in this direction. I know it is not here anymore. It is not on this earthly plane. It's time to reach for something bigger. Okay? Whew. So thank you so much for tuning into this reading. If you liked it, feel free to share, subscribe, like. You can even comment if something really resonated for you. I love hearing those stories. I am including links below for any of my Cash apps. So if you want to donate, tip, or buy me a tea or anything like that, you are welcome to. I appreciate the energy exchange. And I do have the full moon workshop that I taught last week. I am putting it up for purchase on my website, so I will include the link to that below as well. And I think that is all I have for you. So have a great week. Enjoy this energy, enjoy yourselves, and we will see you next time. So thank you. Bye.